Okay, well, greetings everyone, and also welcome to the stream. So I'm just making sure my stuff works here. Just go ahead and check. Okay, so there is a dashboard app. Interesting. So it looks like that is solved. Okay, well, according to this, it says I'm live, so let's just go ahead and do this. So either way, doing Sports Monday, and this time the specific game in question is going to be Mega Man Soccer for the SNES. So I'm just going to go ahead and go back to that. Of course, a good old Capcom logo there. So I did do a little bit of this for, let's see, just when I was starting out streaming. I was trying out other stuff, like I did a tournament mode with Fireman. But today I'm going to be working on Capcom Championship. And then you get your option of one player versus the computer, or a co-op mode, which either way is good. So then we got our riveting story here. Do need to shave. Really should have done that before starting streaming. Oh well then. There's a lot of explosions, by the way. I would hope so. And kind of the premises behind this was that apparently there were a lot of Mega Man clones. Which then speculation says maybe they might be their extra lives. And this is of course retelling the way Rock became Mega Man in the first place. As usual stuff. And this game does have a pretty similar music to Mega Man 5, and it came out I think a little bit after. Yeah, because the stage select is similar to it, and so is the Robot Master Chosen. So either way, here's our group of characters for who we get to play against. And basically the whole premise is that we get to play against. It's gonna be, I think it's 7-on-7 with a goalkeeper, so it's technically 8-on-8. And then whoever you play against, they have the whole team of that particular Robot Master, which makes Capcom Championship mode a little bit different. So let's see, we got our options here, and let's see, with Pharaoh Man, Woodman, and Needleman, those are good defenders. Cutman's a good mid, he's kind of fast too. Fireman is also a good midfielder and a good striker. Electman's a good striker. Skullman doesn't really bring a whole lot different. And then Dustman is actually going to be our goalkeeper long term. So, thinking... Let's see, you know what, I'm just gonna go ahead and randomly choose here. Okay, well, we're starting with Woodman. So you get your formations, you get either 3 attackers, 2 mids, 2 defenders, or you could go 3-1-3, or that's basically how it is. So since Woodman is really slow, but he's also really good defensively, so I'm kind of thinking I want to at least spread the ball out against him, so I think I'm going to go 2-3-2. And then once we get more guys to play for us, we can use the reserve. But then you have your stats, and Mega Man, this is pretty much the, I guess, the normal character setting. And then you get run, and then kick is how hard you can kick. And then tackle is how good you can take the ball from somebody, and then diff is how well you can hold on to the ball, or defend against a tackle. And then with Woodman, this is what we gotta go up against. So I'm thinking the way I want to do this is I just want to keep the ball away from him, and because it's gonna be hard to take it away from him. And really what that's gonna be is I'm gonna have to use my speed and just lots of movement here. And unfortunately that didn't go the way I wanted it to. Yeah, as you can see, I'm definitely having a lot of trouble getting the ball from him. And then really it's just the movement what I'm trying to go with here. I almost had that one. It's also really hard to tell where you are, and then sometimes the game just likes to switch characters on you. And then it's also difficult to tell where your other guy is. So I'm kind of thinking this is just going to be a low scoring game. As long as I can get more than 2 goals on this guy, it should be good. And as long as I can just get the shot from there, then I should be good. But really it's just a matter of just figuring out where to attack from with these guys. And then as long as I can outrun these guys, then I should be in good position. And then we're doing the same thing we did before with trying to shoot from that mid-circle. And also, defensively, I am going to try and stay in front of them. I mean, not really to mark them, but also defend against those super shots. Because I don't think... Okay, several sneezes later. Let's see, I don't think Mega Man can defend super shots all that well. And then what I did there was the side shot. And then fortunately they won't get the ball if it's a shot from that side. But for some reason that only works from the lower half of the field. It doesn't work in the upper half. And I'm really not sure why. Okay, at least I made it that time. Kinda took me a while to figure out my rhythm, but I think I'm getting it down here. Because really, that's just the way I like to play, is just move the ball up quickly. Of course, almost had that one. I was not expecting the ball there. Unfortunately, that didn't go my way. Yeah, almost had it. Yeah, that's kind of one of those cleanup goals you can get, but that's actually much tougher to do. Just because the goalies are actually really good in this game. Damn. Might have shot it a little bit too early, otherwise I might have had it there. Okay, well that worked. So I think I should be able to sit on this lead for the rest of the game. Oh, that was stupid. It would help if you could tell where you guys are. So either way, I think it's just important to keep moving here. Then again, I think I might as well show off the super shots while I'm here. Of course, I am going to have to do that at some point. And missed that one. Yeah, see, that's also a tricky thing to deal with, is when you kind of come across the ball and then you jump up and get the ball and then they end up tackling you anyway. So that's why I'm trying to head the ball more. Okay, finally figured out that shot. And really, this is the ball movement I gotta use here. It's just going back and forth and then just trying to set myself up for a good shot. I'm kind of thinking this is probably going to have to go the same way as it did in the second half of the last Mega Man Soccer stream, which is basically stack up a big lead and then probably be a lot more boring in the second half. Also, there is no shame in passing the ball to your goalie. And fortunately, there are no penalties in this game. And offsides really isn't that big of a deal anyway. So let's see, they're gonna go sweeper. Fortunately, this one's actually not that hard to counter. So let's see, the 2-3-2 worked just fine. But thinking, yeah, I think we'll go 3-1-3 here. Just because we again want to attack from the outside here. And also, we do want more defenders on us. Okay, good. At least I stuffed one of his super shots. Okay, well, I didn't exactly stuff it, but I did at least prevent him from getting a goal. Just stay in front of him here. It is important to stay in front of these guys just because... Oh, and also, if they're in a sweeper, it does pay not to shoot from right in front of them. I just might as well show that off while I can. And then now it's just really a matter of playing keep away from these guys. Which of course it would help if I could actually keep them away from the ball. Okay, greetings, Gunner GG, and welcome to the stream. Yeah, it's actually been a while since I went into that whole Crazy Castle series. But either way, pleased to see that they still keep up somewhat. Yeah, I mean, I agree. I think it is actually pretty fun once you get the hang of it. But either way, I just started the Capcom Championship mode, and what I'm trying to do is I'm just trying to get past my first guy here. And really, Woodman isn't really all that much of a problem. It's just, okay, that didn't go anywhere. And really, all I'm doing is just staying in the keep away phase here. And just trying to run down the clock is all. And then the occasional goal. Yeah, so I only started doing this actually a few months ago. And then actually I did learn quite a bit from different streamers. So I'm kind of thinking what I need to do next is create some kind of overlay for my channel. You know, just to make it look a little bit better. So let's see, well, either way, I didn't hear much from you, so how you doing tonight? Or today, depending on where you are. So let's see, yeah, really, the second half's kind of gonna be the boring part of this stream, just because of me just trying to sit on the lead here, and then waiting for the clock to run down. That's really all this is coming down to. And then just, really that's my style when I'm playing this, is I'm just trying to go for high ball movement. So either way, just about a minute 25 left to go. Also, since it's a year before the World Cup, so they're actually having some pretty good tournaments going on. Except that I don't think anybody's exactly going with their best players. And then also the Premier League started back up again. So I've been watching some of that. And unfortunately, he got the last laugh on that one. Yeah, I might as well just put a nice round number. Either end it at 13 or 14. You know what, I think I'm just going to finish it at 14. Well, that's the fun thing about soccer games, is that's just really easy to, it is just definitely easy to watch because the action's always going. But it can be pretty tricky to learn. I mean, not really the game itself, because I mean, it's really simple, but just the little things behind it. Just about got this done now. And then fortunately we don't have to worry about stoppage time or anything. So now we got Woodman to join our team. And he's probably going to be my sweeper. Also, these passwords are always a real pain to write down. Not just because in some of the other ones I've seen that it's actually easier to write down the unmarked spots instead of the marked spots. So let's see, once we get past that stage, or once you get past one guy, you can't really do it again. So let's see, just like any other Mega Man game, you do have to worry about strengths and weaknesses when it comes to super shots. So kinda thinking I do want to improve my speed here, since I did improve my defense. So that's gonna come down to Cutman, Electman, or Fireman. So I think I'm gonna go with Cutman now. So he's in a 3-1-3, so this one's gonna be a little bit trickier, but since I have Woodman, I think I'm gonna make it my sweeper. And really all that is just keeping one guy behind. Yeah, so what I gotta do is I gotta switch this guy out for Woodman. And then you can just see what they're made of here. And really, because Woodman's so slow, it's just about positioning with him. And then Cutman does also have good tackle. So I gotta worry about that going forward. Yeah, see, that's what I gotta deal with here. I thought that was gonna work. That is true. In exhibition mode, you can definitely access a lot of them. And then in previous streams, I did play tournament mode with Fireman, and I did end up beating it with him. And I think they were supposed to have Dr. Wily involved with or as a playable character with a code, but I don't think it ever happened. Of course, I don't need this. Okay, fortunately, he didn't use a super shot there, otherwise I'd be down here. Yeah, because it's just really a matter of getting somebody in position that I've got to worry about. And of course he's got somebody there. So I kind of do want him to blow some of those super shots early. That is true. I think Lekman is the team you're talking about that has him. And then I might actually do that at some point just to see how much I can run up the score on people. And unfortunately that cleanup shot didn't work. There we are. I think Dustman's team might also have them. But I also found League mode to be more fun than some of the other ones. Alright, well I guess he made it interesting. Now I'm kind of thinking maybe I shouldn't go Sweeper if people are getting behind Woodman so easily. That's something I definitely got to adjust as this series goes on. I tried to bounce that one off. Fortunately, that did not work. And that's better. Especially because Electman's team in League is just so much better than everybody else. I mean, that's what I found. Just because I do like having a Gemini Man and Dr. Wily. Just because they're so much faster. So, I mean, I just play fast. I mean, that's just the mode I prefer. Okay, well, at least I think I built a pretty decent lead here. And then, fortunately, you can't get me while I'm in the box. And I'm thinking, though, if I end up doing that, I think the way I'm going to do that is I'll probably set like 9 super shots for the other team and then 0 for me. You know, just to make it a little bit more interesting. I mean, just to make it more interesting, I mean. And I thought there was somebody there. Didn't really work out that way. I do have different plans for, I guess, Sports Monday, which would be, I mean, I am going to be covering, I actually did not know you could do that. But either way, I am probably planning on finishing Capcom Championship mode, and then, yeah, I might go into other games as well, because there are definitely a lot of NES ones that are worth my time, and then maybe a few more SNES ones. I don't know how many Sega Genesis ones I'd cover. And then if I end up getting an Elgato capture card soon, I might actually stream some Fight Night games. And again, I was kind of hoping he'd blow a super shot there. Fortunately, could not quite get that one. It's really just staying in position. That's the hard part here. And apparently hanging on to the ball's the other hard part. For both teams at least. I missed it. Alright, well, still a decent game here at halftime. So, I think I'm gonna go ahead and do away with a sweeper here. And I think I'll just stick with a 2-2-3. And once I get my top defensive guys, I'm probably gonna be playing this for the rest of the game. So let's see, we want to move Woodman to the middle here. That's because I feel like it's a little bit easier to get him in proper position. And just like that. It's definitely going to be a game with a lot more turnovers. And then fortunately the quick shake works. Or that's just waiting for them to slide and then slightly moving out of the way. And that one came close, but not quite. Okay, good, made him blow that one. I mean, not good for Woodman because he did get chopped up pretty badly, but fortunately good for us that Woodman took one for the team. Although that is one thing I definitely did like about this game was the creativity of the super shots. And then just how they end up affecting the particular character. Okay, well the good thing here is you can definitely do a quick strike. That is true, there are definitely a lot of different super shots. Yeah, the game itself, it's, once you figure out some of the little things, it's actually not that bad. But I mean, it is, but then again, I could see it being pretty difficult for people just starting. Because I mean, like, the biggest thing to make this game a lot easier is just knowing where you can shoot from and score every time. Because I mean, once you got that down, this game is actually not that bad. I mean, there is still some challenge at the end, but that's definitely something you can get used to. So now where I wanted to go. So I've got about 2.5 minutes left here, so I'm thinking keep away is definitely not going to be as easy. Yeah, that's going to be a problem. Okay, good. And then that's also one of the other problems you can run into. And then you only do get 2 super shots per game, so fortunately I did make him blow his super shot early. And then he did score off of that other one. And then fortunately Woodman does have a good kick. That's probably why I want to keep him near the middle. But overall, I think in this particular mode that Feral Man would be the best defender. Of course, that's going to be a tough one to deal with too. And then, so let's see, really with minute 17 left, I'm thinking just what I'm going to concentrate on is just playing keep away here. It is actually a pretty diverse crowd. That's actually something I do like about, I mean, just the way this game is drawn. It's just, the little things like that they actually do pretty well. Okay, at least I burned some time off there. How do I stay with it here? Also, I'm not really sure if 6:30 is the best time to stream, but I mean, we'll just see how this goes. Because that is something I'm still experimenting with. I went with 9 before, but then turns out I had friends I followed that yeah, I mean, I actually did play this a lot with my older brother too. We did manage to beat Capcom Championship mode with co-op. Except we were trying like hell to figure out how to get the ending. That is correct, it is. And then fortunately we got a Cutman on our team now, so at least we get a guy who can play a good midfielder. Although this is an interesting looking pattern. So let's see, since we short up some of our defense and some of our midfield. Yeah, you know what, I think I'm going to get our goalie next. So that's going to be a Dustman. So I mean, this was actually a really interesting idea. I think, okay, well, go ahead and enjoy your dinner. Okay, that goes there. I think, yeah, we could play Cutman here. And then the reason I kind of don't want Cutman in the front lines is just, kind of has some trouble holding on to the ball. And also, the more you play, the more your guys can level up. And just opening up a water bottle on stream. I know, very professional. So I think we're just going to go with this lineup. And then, fortunately, Dustman's a little bit slower. But he actually does have a good defense, so he can hang on to the ball better. Okay, so right away I get a good cleanup goal here. Then again, since I am taking him on for the goalie, I'm wondering if that was the best idea. Well, only one way to find out. And also, I do know football's starting up again. And I am in the middle of a fantasy football draft. And unfortunately, we did have our first big injury of the preseason. And unfortunately, that happened to the Miami Dolphins. And really, with them signing Jay Cutler, I mean, the only thing I have to say is just don't get your hopes too high. I mean, he's been in the league for like, what, 11 years now? Or this is going to be his 11th year. And either way, those bad habits really are a thing for him, so just don't be surprised when he just commits those back-breaking turnovers. But then again, there was so much bullshit spread about him that he is a better teammate than he gets perceived to be. Of course, I could go on a rant about how the NFL does that to certain players. Of course, that is happening right now with Colin Kaepernick being unsigned. But then again, that's more the case of the NFL just trying to make an example of him. Of course, they did the same thing to Cam Newton last year. I mean, you could obviously tell from how many times people were just cheap-shotting him that, and of course never getting any calls, how many times the NFL is just trying to make an example of him compared to the other players. And then I was also watching another video that about Ravens fans being hypocrites for being against Colin Kaepernick and worshipping Ray Lewis. And Ray Rice to a lesser extent. But then again, I'm kind of going into dark waters here, so not really sure if I should continue with that or just get on with what's going on with this game. Because, I mean, it probably is a good idea to have a no politics policy here. So just like before, I do want to implement the strategy of just fast ball movement. Of course, once I do get a little bit bigger, I am going to have to decide on bots. And then, fortunately, got a good cleanup goal. And I think what I should do is probably just try and wait out his super shots here. And right on cue. Just keep... Okay, that didn't really work the way I wanted it to. That's kind of the strategy I'm trying to work with here. Now he's going to be on the side. Yeah, unfortunately there was somebody with him. And that did not go the way I wanted it to. Kind of hoping somebody would have gotten in front of that, but that didn't happen. And then fortunately got that back quickly. So yeah, I do hope everybody's summer's going pretty well. I mean, unfortunately, temperature's kind of been jumping up and down, and Wasn't really feeling the best today. Yeah, I did get some things done, but not really a whole lot. Then again, I have also been following the drama of somebody who shouldn't be named aloud. About how he, and then you can just make the joke about how I was doing grocery shopping, so I got my hard exercise in today. Or vigorous exercise in. And unfortunately, that actually does exist on the internet. Ah, darn it. I need to get the ball here. So let's see, just a little bit more here. I'm kind of hoping I can get one more here just before the half. And then for this one, playing keep away from Dustman should be a little bit easier. Yeah, so I'll have to stick with this. Looks like they're in the 3-1-3 here, so I think with that, should just be a matter of just containing the middle here. Then again, the whole pack the middle is that's a good defense in hockey. I also like that when it says Wiley Labo. And either way, sliding is the best way to catch up to somebody. And fortunately, Dustman does have a nice kick, which is why he's gonna be a pretty useful goalkeeper for me. Just gonna go out of bounds. Yeah, it is. Also, I do feel like that music is pretty underrated in this game. I mean, they have their occasional good track here, and I think this is one. So I think my favorite track, I'd probably go with Anchors. Spoiler warning, we are going to be seeing him at some point. And I think with Cutman, I think the more you play with him, I think the more he's going to level up. I'm not really sure if that's determined by how many games they play or how many goals they score. But if it's by goals scored, I definitely should run up a score with him then. Then again, that might, that is something I do. I just get random ideas when I'm in the middle of something else. Either way, I was just wondering if I should have a political, well, not really political, but just stuff that would follow under politics and an IRL stream or something. I don't know, probably might need more of a following then, as to what I do agree with and what I don't agree with. I was also thinking about doing a fantasy football IRL stream. But then again, I kind of don't want to stream my Firefox browser. But then again, I kind of did talk about that a lot during a quarterback club. So, I mean, it doesn't, I don't think there's going to be much of a demand for that. Because you do end up picking up things from watching other streamers, you know, just to see what they do that works. And that is something that I think is pretty helpful. Just can't do much here. Okay, what was that? 7th time is the charm. I thought I was going to be there. And that is what we used to do, is we used to experiment with, or just play on exhibition mode just to experiment and see who would defend who's super shot. And that is definitely something that is important to know. Also, it might be worth wondering if sprint or long distance running is just a better form of training for soccer players. Because I mean, for strikers, I can definitely see sprints being better. But I mean, midfielders, I would think that long distance running might be better. I don't know, I should probably ask my roommate that. So, I mean, he did play soccer in college. Just make sure posture is good. And also, wondering if anyone has any plans for the upcoming eclipse in a couple weeks. Because, I mean, there was a story out there that there were just way too many fake solar eclipse glasses being sold. I have seen one before, just, hey there, Blind Man's World, welcome to the stream. Hopefully you're doing good tonight. But either way, as I was saying, it was, a story out there that there were too many people selling, like, these fake solar eclipse glasses. I think way back when I did actually see a solar eclipse. Well, that was a really long time ago. And I'm not even sure if I'm going to get a good look at it from where I am. So either way, it turns out Dustman doesn't really have to change colors, but he is changing teams. We get another interesting pattern here for the password. So I think I'm, let's see, 7:30. I think I'm just gonna do one more and then probably just call it there. I mean, we are making some decent progress here. So let's see, I could, shore up my defense with Pharaoh Man, but kinda thinking I need to get a forward. And that's gonna be either Elect Man or Fireman. So I'll go for Elect Man next. Let's see, he's gonna be in Sweeper. So I'm thinking I probably just want to contain him here. Or would that 2-3-2 be a smarter thing here? So I mean, I only have one mid really. Or maybe I can just attack from the outside. So we'll try a 3-1-3. And I don't think any of my guys can stop Luckman's shot. So this is gonna make things a little bit trickier. And either way, here's who we gotta work with. So that's our new goalkeeper. And the thing with the Luckman is he is fast, but at least it's easy to get the ball away from him, and he's not that good a tackler. And thought somebody was there. So that's really my plan here, is just try and do more fast ball movement and then just beat him to positions. So I mean, he's going to be faster than me, but I think it's just a matter of just beating him to the spot. And that's really how most of soccer should go. It's just about positioning. Also, I probably should comment on who has my favorite celebration dance. I think I'd probably have to go with Top Man's. That's because I do like the spinning part. Or just the part afterwards, I guess. And then fortunately keeping Woodman in the middle seems to be paying off here. This is another Wily Labo stage. Then again, if I do end up doing league mode, I might just try and win with a worse team. Of course, I have to check like who's on what team. Because the funny thing about league is that you do get to work with the boss characters, and then also it's a little bit easier to get formations. Okay, good. At least Woodman took one for the team. Okay, fortunately he's alright. Yeah, I was just trying to be fancy there. Unfortunately, that didn't really work out the way I wanted it to. So let's see, got about 3 minutes here. At least the rest of this shouldn't be too tough since I built a nice lead. And then this isn't going to be like Cutman's stage where it's really a lot of turnovers. Because fortunately, Luckman's not that good a tackler. So I think I might be able to go with keep away mode here. Or just stay on keep away here. Okay, well either way this seems to be going pretty decently. Then again, I should probably wait until after he uses all his super shots before I try and do anything fancy here. And then fortunately I can get that one pretty consistently. Yeah, I find it a little bit easier to score from the top of the field than the bottom. And then I'm also seeing how this stream time goes for me. And then judging by the attendance so far, I would guess pretty well. So I mean, I kind of don't want to go too early when some people are still at work. And then I also don't want to be too late either. That's good. I do have some friend streams I'd rather be following. And then that didn't work out. So let's see, since it's about a minute left to go here, so I think I could probably get one more and then try and be or do more keep away. Yeah, it's definitely an interesting game. I did rent it a lot too. But either way, welcome to the stream, Eliza Bar. I hope you're doing well today. This is one of those not quite moments. See if I can't. Okay, well that came close. And then I actually do find a Leckman a little bit easier just because I don't have to worry about getting tackled as much. Because I mean, yeah, he's a lot faster than me, but that means since it's easier to just stay in front of him, I just don't find him as tough. Yeah, I found that other people's streams actually do make like good background noise while working on other stuff. I know, no, that's kind of how I've been over the past few years. Speaking of which, there is a book I ordered that should be on the way. Kinda hoping I get that soon. Yeah, so I went with that 313. That's working out pretty well. So I'm not really sure if, okay, well that's not a good start. Not really sure if they get any kind of advantage in the second half, but I'm pretty sure they don't. Let's see, I did finish off Dustman while you were gone. And then I'm in the second half of Electman's now. And then really all I'm trying to do is just contain here. But then again, these games could actually go by pretty quickly. And they do expect you to beat a league in one sitting. Of course, I don't really know why, but they do. Then again, that's one thing I am actually kind of afraid of if I try and do that, see how much I can run up the score on every one challenge. I just think that's going to take forever. Then again, I think if I did just a few matches and then save stated, I think that might be the smarter way to do things. But either way, hope you enjoyed your dinner, Gunner. Speaking of which, I gotta eat pretty soon too. I think I already have an idea of what I'm gonna have, but I mean, you know what, if there is, I haven't heard about it, but now I am really tempted to look into it. And then really just simple keep away mode from here on out. So I think, I don't really know if that, really applies to speedrunning. Because I'm pretty sure, I'm sure there is a way to speedrun this game, I just, God damn if I know how to do it. Of course, it would depend on a lot of things. I was, watching somebody try and speedrun Super Dodgeball. Because he said that, a lot of it did depend on a position player change. Because it really depends on trying to hit multiple people with super shots, or super throws. Then again, Super Dodgeball is definitely another one I'm considering for Sports Monday. Of course, I might have to change if I end up having to work Monday nights, but yeah, we'll see. I mean, right now I'm just applying, seeing what comes up. Super Spike B-Ball I have played somewhat, or haven't played it a ton though, but it is real good from what I remember. Yeah, I was just never that big of a volleyball fan. I mean, I did have friends who were into it, but that's really about it. Okay, we're almost done here. Yeah, just a little bit late on that one. And then, yeah, there are definitely some really good NES games that could make it into this weekly thing. Except I don't know much about wrestling games, so I mean, don't just expect me to know much about that. Like, I think I tried like WWF Superstars or whatever that LJN game was, like a long time ago, and never really got that good at it. So it's about 10 seconds here. I also do like the computers in the background, and as part of Wiley Labo. And almost had it. So now we got our striker. So I think what I'm gonna do is, since I don't need Let's see, what mode is this on? Well, since I don't really have much to write down the password now, I was taking a screenshot of it. But either way, I did also used to have this, or me and my brother did have this notebook where we would just write down a bunch of passwords. I think we might still have some for Mega Man Soccer. I know we had a bunch from like Mega Man 2, Mega Man 3, and then Mega Man X. Then we also had some for stuff like NBA Jam. I think we had passwords there. So either way, yeah, I think we're just gonna do this. Or just make a save state and see, yeah, I think it's gonna have to be this one. Yeah, so I think that's what I'm gonna do. So either way, I think well, my plan of attack would be next to go, or would be to go after either Fireman or Pharaohman. Skullman doesn't really bring a whole lot to the table since he has the same stats as Mega Man does. Alright, so you know what, I might throw Needleman in there too, just because he's also a good defender. So either way, let's see, hope everyone enjoyed themselves in this stream. Let's see, I'll probably resume this next Monday. And see, Wednesday is the next time I'm going to be streaming, and that's going to be more or less dealer's choice for whatever NES game. And let's see, I did finish, or I was playing Mega Man 4, a ROM hack that did endless mode, and I thought that went pretty well. So I might do that for Mega Man 2, or I might do something else. I haven't really decided yet. But either way, thank you guys for watching, commenting, and let's see, I'll probably see you Wednesday. I do have it planned for 6:30. Yeah, so I'll see you guys then. Hope you enjoyed the stream.